Hello, YouTube! Another week of Big Brother has passed, and what a week it was. We had what I thought was going to be a pretty boring week as Cedric won the HOH, but it ended in complete chaos. I'll just dive right into my rankings, but first I have to begin with the recently evicted house guest. Kenny finally left the show. He didn't quit, but he was asking to leave on the way out. Good riddance. I hate that we had to waste a week on him. The week would have been more entertaining if he wasn't a factor at all, but he's gone now, so thank goodness. Bye. Now on to the people actually playing the game. Of course, my number one is still Angela. She is undeniably made for TV. That's why she's been on so many shows. She was nominated this week. She had the veto used on her, even though she didn't win the veto, and the veto winner was up on the block with her. It was quite the revelation. She had some fun reactions throughout the week, like her looking up at Tucker when he was putting the veto on her. She's just such a character, and now with live feeds, we see that she won this week's HOH. Isn't that exciting? I wish we'd actually get to see her be the HOH instead of this stupid twist, which I will certainly talk about later. But hey, Angela is safe for a week, and I am looking forward to seeing that. Next on my ranking is T-Core. She is one of the more sane people in the house, and that's why I give her credit. The rest of my ranking after Angela, it's all over the board. Like, these people could go anywhere. But T-Core, she has been stable. I have to give her credit. She didn't let a man destroy her game or cloud her judgment like some of these other people. And I still think she's probably my one to watch for winner contenders. Next on my ranking is Rubina, who she's had quite the interesting week as her and Tucker finally kind of make it a thing. Please, they're a showmance now, whatever. I'm like, aren't you the girl coming in who said you don't like mansplaining? And I feel like Tucker's the face of mansplaining. Okay, whatever. It's a little bizarre. It's a bit of a weird shift for Rubina to take, but hey, she's having fun, and I won't go off of preconceived notions. What I'm seeing from Rubina, I'm enjoying her as a character. She's entertaining, and hey, you go, girl. Everybody wants Tucker, and you win. Next is Chemo, who he did all that. He's the cause of everything this week because he told Tucker about Quinn's power, which you really let that guy get way in your head, cloud your judgment, and sabotage your friendships and alliances with people. Chemo's down bad. Chemo, you better recover. Ugh, Chemo. Rubina and Chemo, please don't let Tucker ruin your games. Please. Speaking of, next on my list is Tucker. He's undeniably entertainment, TV gold. He's gonna be one of the main talking points of the season. Tucker, I mean, I'm sold. I'm sold on Tucker now. I'm enjoying him. I still don't want to see him win. I still don't want to see him succeed. I want to see him fail eventually, but I need him to succeed right now because there are some greater enemies that I need to get taken care of. And he's opposing a lot of the people that I do not like. He's still too much of a bro for me. I still think he's a bit of a tryhard, and he's obviously a terrible player. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And the more success he has, the more it's like, oh, because you already have the comps going in your favor. So I do need him to fail eventually, because if he wins, it's just like, okay, competitions is all you need, Big Brother. He needs to fail eventually, but for now, I hope he lasts for a hot minute. I need some other people to go before him, and I will enjoy the entertainment that he brings in the meantime. Next is Joseph. I still think he's funny. He had his cool Chenbot moment where he called Julie Chenbot and she was majorly thrown off. But I'm starting to be like, oh, I don't know if I see it for you. But there are so many duds in this cast. He's still very high on my ranking. So, speaking of duds, next is Mackenzie, who I still think kind of lacks personality, but she did have an entertaining week. She used the America's veto. she did it in entertaining fashion, saying, "Oh, the veto meeting's not adjourned." And I was like, "Okay, Mackenzie, you can have your 7." She still doesn't do it for me. And now we know why she applied to Big Brother, and it's for the name of the show, not what the show actually is. And that's all I'll say on that. Next on my ranking is Leah, who, what a disappointment she's been, truly. I did see a little clip of her, and she's already trying to get back in Quinn's good graces since he's gonna use his power this week. And I'm like, okay, at least you're staying true on your promise to manipulate the men. So I like kind of was like, oh, okay, Leah, you're doing what you said you were gonna do. But still, she's just not at all what I had hoped she'd be. There's still time. I don't know how much time she could leave this week, quite frankly, but I don't know. Leah, get your act together. And right behind her is Cam. Get your act together, Cam. Cam and Leah, embarrassing. But beyond just Cam, everybody else on my ranking, they're the collective. I do not like the collective. I want all of them to fail. I do not like a single member of the collective. Ugh, what a terrible alliance. And they've got power this week thanks to this stupid power, which I will get into. But back to the ranking. Cam, I have nothing to say about. Next on my ranking is Brooklyn, who she's entertaining enough on the show, but I just still don't like her because I have this information about her from preseason, and also she's not cool with Angela, and I'm gonna side with Angela, so Brooklyn. Next is Chelsea, who I also just don't like, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse with Chelsea every week. Yeah, I don't like her. Next is Cedric, who he won the HOH this week, and he wanted to play it safe. He tried to play it safe. Tucker forced drama onto him. He did not seek out the drama, so I'm not giving him any credit for the drama that created. He was entertaining, but I still don't like Cedric, and I still think he's just a major follower, and that's all he'll ever be. He wants to be loyal. He wants to be honest. This is Big Brother, not Big Friendship. And then dead last on my ranking is Quinn, and yes, I did cast my votes for him. I was glad to see him go on the block. I was very annoyed that the house guests just decided, okay, we're not acknowledging whoever America puts up. I don't like that twist in the first place, but come on, if you're getting given an opportunity by America to vote somebody out, you should at least consider it, quite frankly. I mean, we just had to get rid of Kenny. We really did, because he's just a menace. I mean, I think production should have pulled him, but I wanted Quinn to go because I don't want this stupid power in play. I do not want to deal with this stupid power. I said it weeks ago. I said this is too powerful, and now we have Angela winning HOH, and she's not going to get to use the HOH because Quinn's going to take over. These people all have a free week because Quinn's just going to follow what we've been doing for weeks on end, and it drives me crazy. I wish they could have voted him out, and we could have had a week where we actually had a new HOH. And if Quinn gets to play in the week after, I'm gonna be so mad. So mad. Ugh, but Quinn, I don't like Quinn. I'll never like Quinn. He's such a suck up too. He's trying way too hard to appeal to a certain crowd of nerdy people referencing AmeriCorey. We all know what you're doing. We see through it. You're trying way too hard. You want to be in with these people so bad. If you were just being yourself and focusing on the game, you get in with them. You don't have to try so hard. Well, now I'll speak on the week in general. I have had issues with both the HOH and the power of veto. They have not been very equitable, I would say, and that's after a streak of a few competitions that I was side-eyeing. But the major issue I had with that power of veto was it was not entertaining TV to watch at all. I was bored out of my mind. We could have been using that episode for all the other drama that was actually going on in the house, but no, we had to watch this stupid veto get played time after time after time. All these people doing the same thing. When are they going to learn this does not make for good TV, editing it like this? You should have montaged the people together instead of playing one by one by one by one. It drove me crazy. And then the HOH competition, like, we all knew. One look at that competition and Angela wasn't winning it. That's too many competitions in a row. I need more equitable competitions, but luckily she just won this HOH, and I think that AI arena, I think that was pretty fair. Tucker was just, he just had the right strategy for that one, honestly. But I think anybody could have won that. Well, I was gonna rant about the twist some more, but I think I've gotten my point across. I'm not happy with this twist at all. Why? Never do this again. Too powerful. Hate it. Or at least have him deepfake the first nominations, but the replacement can be made by the HOH. Something needed to be negated with this power. It's way too powerful, and that's why all these people were able to feel safe in keeping Quinn in the game, because they knew he'd just go after these same 3 people. It's gonna be so boring watching this HOH competition play out next week. Watching that when we all know what the result's gonna be, it's gonna be Quinn anyway, just so obnoxious. But this season, it's pretty good right now. It's got some things that I think could cause the season to fall apart. I'm enjoying it for now. And hey, that's something. I just don't want to get my hopes up. Because I just remember that zombie twist last season just completely killed all the momentum. Oh, and also upcoming this week, we have the Tuesday night episode, which I have no plans on watching. I love Taylor, but I refuse to watch any more discussion of Jag. I'm sick of him. Why are we bringing him back? Bring back literally anybody else. I don't want to see him ever again on Big Brother. Don't reference him, nothing. He's not a good winner. He shouldn't have won. What are we doing here? Why is he back? Well, I know Xavier was too busy, but reach back further. Rachel's always down to appear. Or you don't have to pull all winners. This isn't about, I just had to say, I'm not watching that episode. I will get filled in on whatever that twist was by social media, or I'm sure they'll do a flashback. I don't know. But, no, I'm not watching that. Sorry, Taylor. I don't like you enough to sit through Jag and Cody. Especially Jag. Especially Jag. Cody, at least, I hate him. I have lots of bad stuff I can say about Cody. But at least he wasn't voted out. And at least, no, the competitions were in his favor too. But it was just, don't remind me of Jag. We're having a good season here. Don't ruin it. You're building up goodwill. You're gonna make me lose it by reminding me of last season, okay? Well, that's all for this week. Until next time, bye.